Hello, this is Siddharth Bhagwat,
And this is Prithviraj Lingayat.
and we represent an organization called Climate Collective Pune, a group of like minded individuals that are working towards climate action. We all see cyclones like Nisarg, Amphan, Taute, and Yas that are causing severe damage to our farms, infrastructure, and natural ecosystems. These are nature's alarm bells to show us that we cannot just stand by, but we need to act on reducing global warming and be more resilient to climate impact.
Environmental stability has always been the bedrock of human economic progress. And yet, can you believe that the two-thirds of global mammal, fish, and bird populations have been wiped out in just the last 50 years? The impact of climate change on our development will be severe unless we act now.
So, what can we do now? India thus needs to take a threefold challenge of building economic resilience while reducing our carbon emissions and focusing on restoring the environment.
We need to take a low carbon, green development approach where we rethink the development planning and propose structural solutions which can lower our carbon emissions. The political profile of green issues is higher than ever. The cost of renewable is falling fast. It can ensure efficient and inclusive progress without harming the security and well-being of our future generations.
This is where individuals and communities have a very important role to play in this transformation. And one of the ways we can adopt sustainable lifestyles are by refusing to buy unless we really need, reducing our consumption, reusing goods, and recycling them to avoid wastage and emissions.
Restoring of ecosystems is the theme for this Environment Day. Ecological restoration aims to recreate or accelerate the recovery of an ecosystem that has already been disturbed. For example, it is observed that during cyclones, areas near mangroves face relatively less damage than completely exposed areas. Flooding damages are less where there is riparian vegetation and where river networks are not disturbed, and so on.
And that is why a green economic model which includes such priorities can ensure improved human well-being, social equality, while significantly reducing the environmental risks. It is an upgrade over the current GDP-based economic model that entices growth within an economy but cannot necessarily account for human well-being and environmental risks. This will need a proactive approach from scientists, citizens, governments, and businesses. And we at CCP understand this and are trying to reach out to important stakeholders using diverse means, such as publishing policy papers for policy advisory. Last year, we published a paper making PMR carbon neutral by 2030 to highlight the role of urban areas in climate action and how profitable it will be for this entire region of PMR. A policy paper for green economic recovery of Maharashtra, highlighting the steps that we need to take at a state level to adopt low carbon and green developmental pathways.
And in order to make people aware of the climate impacts, we at CCP also published our first e-magazine called EcoFusion. EcoFusion seeks to understand the imperative connection between the planet, the people, and the profits.
In addition to writing and publishing our e-magazine, we also write blogs on various aspects of climate action that are relevant and easy to understand for all. And we would encourage you to come onto our platform and contribute by sharing your experiences.
The foundation of climate action is getting together and forming meaningful organizations which can act and implement climate-friendly solutions to forge a larger impact. Climate Collective Pune is one such organization. So we invite you to join us in CCP and let's tackle climate change together.